These 2023 U.S. tornadoes confirm the rapture has begun. We are rapidly approaching the end of the day. When there is global anarchy and horrific events, the Bible warns the rapture will be close at hand. The velocity of events is rapid. In the last 70 years, this is the third most tornado-heavy January and February in the United States. Could this be a portent of the second coming? In this video, we're going to tell you about the U.S. tornadoes of 2023 and how they are related to the rapture. Stay tuned. What is a tornado and how does it form? A tornado is a revolving column of air that can reach the ground and originates in a thunderstorm. A sky that's dark green before the storm is a common omen. The sky is beginning to darken with the storm clouds. Hail might reach baseball size. Suddenly, as though falling from the sky, a funnel materializes. The funnel crashes to the ground and advances with the thunder of an oncoming freight train. A tornado rips through the landscape, destroying everything in its path. While tornadoes can strike at any time, the Gulf Coast states see an increased risk in the early spring. Tornado activity rises in northern latitudes as the season progresses, mirroring the path of the jet stream. U.S. tornadoes 2023. With almost 213 confirmed tornadoes in the United States thus far in 2023, the season is off to a blustery start. January alone had 125 tornadoes, while subsequent months saw another 53 and 35 respectively. As of March 14th, there have been at least 8 EF0, 68 EF1, 104 EF2, and 3 EF3 tornadoes. Alabama, Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Virginia are just some of the states that have been impacted so far. Causes and effects. AccuWeather predicts that a big storm system will be the cause of the severe weather across the country. It has the potential to produce heavy rains, strong winds, and a few tornadoes in 11 southern states. Many reports have come in detailing wind damage, both direct and indirect, and substantial hail from the storms. The National Weather Service reports that 14 tornadoes struck central and southwest Oklahoma. Where do these tornadoes occur most often? AccuWeather reports that states in the central United States will continue to face the possibility of severe weather, including high-risk warnings. Harmful tornadoes and hail as large as tennis or golf balls are possible as a result of the extreme weather. It's important to spread tornado safety information everywhere, but it's especially crucial if you live in or near Tornado Dixie Alley, where tornadoes are most likely to spawn. On March 2nd, severe weather swept across the southern United States, touching down in Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, and spawning 2 EF0, 7 EF1, and 1 EF2 tornadoes. Trees and sheds took the brunt of the storm's wrath, but numerous residences were also damaged or destroyed, and 5 people were hurt. A mobile home, despite being secured, was thrown 100 meters by the EF2 tornado that hit Pike, Arkansas. Another 20 to 30 houses were either damaged or destroyed. In addition to commercial henhouses, around 100 residences, 4 businesses, and an apartment building in Shreveport were damaged by an EF1 tornado in Caddo Parish, Louisiana. The campus of Louisiana State University in Shreveport was also affected, with trees and buildings suffering from the storm's effects. Are tornadoes mentioned in the Bible? The following are possible synonyms for the phrase, "They have sown the wind and shall reap the storm." Psalm 77:18. Then the Lord spoke from the midst of the storm and said to Job, "The thunder roared through the swirling air, lightning flashed across the sky, and the ground shook and trembled beneath us." 2 Kings 2:11. There was a chariot of fire pulled by fiery horses that suddenly arrived between them while they conversed and separated them, and Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. 2 Kings 2:1. And it happened that Elijah journeyed with Elisha from Gilgal, just before the Lord took Elijah up by a whirlwind to heaven. Nahum 1:3. God is patient and mighty. He will never let the wicked go free. His path is characterized by tempest and whirlwind. Clouds serve as the soil upon which he treads. Isaiah 40:24. If trouble and suffering are on the way, picture a storm brewing and a whirlwind sweeping in. Isaiah 5:28. Its bows are all crooked, its arrows are razor sharp, its horses' hooves are hard as flint, and its chariot moves with the speed of a tornado. Isaiah 21. An oracle can be found in the uncharted wildness of the sea. It arrives from the wild, a scary place, as the Negev's windstorms rage on. Isaiah 66:15. For lo, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind to avenge his wrath, and his rebuke will be in flames of fire. Jeremiah 4:3. His chariots are like the wind, and his horses are faster than the quickest eagles. Alas, we are hopelessly doomed. Hosea 4:17. Their sacrifices will make them feel embarrassed, and the wind will unfold them in its wings. Hosea 8:7. Because they plant a windmill and harvest a tornado, the grain that is standing has no heads, and so produces no grain. People it didn't know would eat if it gave in. Tornadoes and Rapture. As time went on, some religious leaders in the United States began to see God as less harsh and to explain natural disasters more scientifically. Even if scientists figure out what sets off a tornado, the question of why it strikes a particular location remains unanswered. Why, for example, does one house get leveled while another across the street is unharmed? Tornadoes may seem to be acting of their own accord, but many Christians believe God is ultimately responsible for the devastation they bring. What other explanation could there be but that there's a plan behind it, if people believe in a God who oversees everything, including the weather? According to Thusen, this topic is receiving a lot of attention in the Tornado Alley Bible Belt region of the United States. Some people might think this is strange, but many local Christians see it as proof that their faith can stand up even to the worst situations. Tornadoes continue to be what some call an insolvable theological problem for believers. Nonetheless, Thusen pointed out that even experts find them baffling. Scientist and expert in tornadoes Howard Bluestein called them one of the last frontiers of atmospheric science. Thusen argues in his book that tornadoes present age-old concerns about the origins of the natural world and humans' place in it, and that many believers in the United States and elsewhere continue to wonder what role God plays in these storms. These questions, he added, come together in the maelstrom for Americans since the United States has more tornadoes than any other country. This ends the video for today. Are these tornadoes a sign of rapture? Let us know in the comments section. Also, let us know what topic we should cover in our next video. Like and share this video. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the following video.